Hello everybody, this is Commander Strain and welcome back to the 0.19 Russian test server. Today we're going to be looking at one of my favourite vehicles on the current live server, the Tier 7 premium tank, the Merkava 2D. First thing to say is the revised model is fantastic. I don't know who was responsible, it was Mail, RU or Obsidian Entertainment, but it looks absolutely fantastic and definitely one of the best looking vehicles currently in Armoured Warfare. So let's take a look at the main stats of this vehicle on the test server. As you can see, the Merkava 2D has had a small increase in hit points from 2,350 up to 2,595, but it's the armour values that have taken a huge rebalance. On the 0.18 live server, the hull front has 542mm of protection, and as you can see on the test server, it's down to 230mm. Also, the turret front has taken a small hit, with the armour protection value reduced to 255mm from 280mm on the live server. Probably the most prominent change, though, is to the main gun, which on the Russian test server is equipped with a rapid-fire type mechanism. Now, I've taken a little look, but I've not found any evidence that any autoloader mechanism was fitted to the Merkava 2D, but I really would be interested in your comments and see if there were some sort of trials on this type of loading system. I'm going to put on the screen the individual ammunition types available in 0.19 with the details of damage and penetration values, while we speak a little bit more about this rapid fire mechanism. Just before I do talk a little bit more about the rapid fire mechanism, you may have noticed that the Merkava 2D can now fire Lahat anti-tank guided missiles. Now, I did not fire any in the gameplay footage you are going to see, but I have included some bonus proving ground footage after the results screen showing me using these weapons. In the gameplay footage, my current loadout of retrofits, a level 5 commander and a level 1 crew, you will see that with the 3 shell clip I have a complete clip reload time of 17.58 seconds, and each round has a base 2.84 second reload time. So with armour piercing, fin stabilised discarding Sabo ammo, this gives me the ability to deal between 1,248 and 1,527 damage in just over 5.5 seconds, which does seem insane to me. But of course, this does lock you into a 3 shell ammunition choice, and this is of course the PTS. I don't know if the Merkava 2D will keep its rapid fire mechanism when 0.19 is released, or if the armour values are actually correct on the PTS server, but I found this vehicle to be far weaker than it currently is on the live server, and as I said earlier, I would really be interested to hear what you think. Anyway, that's enough talking, let me show you some gameplay footage. So here we are, we're on the Cold Strike map. It's a 10 versus 10 battle, and there's a mix of Tier 6s, Tier 7s and Tier 8 vehicles on both sides. And as you can see, with the amount of Merkava 2D vehicles that are actually in this match, this was recorded pretty much on the day the Russian test server opened and gave us a load of gold. So we were able to test out all of the premium vehicles. And as this vehicle had such a great model change and was looking absolutely fantastic, looks like everyone wanted to try it out. So if you'd seen my previous video on the Cold Strike map, there has been some huge changes to this map. Main changes are in the city area, in the the D7, D8 area. Those buildings that were there have now all been removed. It's now a more open battleground. And of course, the hill on the D line is no longer accessible. So you can't see lots of tank destroyers or AFEs parked up there, sniping down above the map on tanks that are moving up from the southern spawn. So it's definitely a much more balanced engagement area. But anyway, we're pushing up. There's a Leo 2A4 Evo straight ahead of us. We want to push a little bit to our left, getting into the middle, see if we can actually cover some of our vehicles that are going to move right. As you can see, there's TATBV, a Merkava 2D that are moving right, and we want to get into a position where we can actually support our team, cover a flank, because with these vehicles, the flanks and the sides are extremely weak and vulnerable to attack. So we're going to have a Merkava 2D. He's pushing really aggressively up here into a position. Now I could go with him, but I'm more concerned about, again, protecting his left flank. So we're going to actually switch to our left, go along here. Unfortunately, I do hit the building. Well, it wouldn't be me if I didn't hit at least one building or one rock per game. But we're going to swing along this road. I'm going to turn up the next aisle and just literally see if I can just cover his left flank from engagements from that way. We've got a friendly Merkava there. Where's our first spot? We just kind of can't get any shots on him. We kind of hold, pop smoke, but another friendly Merkava decides to go all in on him. And now I've got 3 shots of AP ammo in my auto loader, so we're ready to go. But I'm concerned with these vehicles on the right first and foremost. No shots there. See our engagement with the Merkava there. He's firing on the enemy Merkava, and that's his second, and that's his third shot, taking him down quite nicely. And now we go in. Nice, one shot, 466 damage, and that is the killing blow. So, as you can see, a couple of Merkavas working together can be quite devastating. But then you've got that 17.6 to 20-second reload time to get the entire clip back up. Now, we fired one shell, so I've got 2 shells left. Not going for a full reload here. We're pushing up on this road, backing up this Merkava 2D here, just to see if we can actually get something. Now, in the 0.18 patch, the Merkava front is extremely well armoured, but as I discussed earlier in the video, it's a bit weaker in this patch. There's the second shot in, a little bit more damage, third shot in, so we've done 901 damage in 2 shells to that Leo 2A4 Evo. We have to then pull back, and we're now on a reload. And this is where the Merkava and this auto-loading system can be quite weak. We have a quite significant time where we have to just back out of the fight. Reloaded now, we fire, we take a hit to our turret, we get one shot into him, another shot returned, we have a penetrator shattered, and we take about 3 hits there. So we've taken a significant amount of damage. So definitely the front of this vehicle is nowhere near as strong in 0.19 as it is in 0.18. But anyway, we've got 1 shell left. Maybe I should have pulled back and did a reload, but there's a lot of vehicles up there trying to get that 1 shot off. We fire, unfortunately shatters, pop smoke, pull back, and try and get the reload in. We've still got a friendly Merkava to our right, so all is not lost. We are 1 tank down though. So here we go, waiting for the reload. Friendly Merkava's pushing up just a little bit. Maybe he's on a reload as well. Very, very hard to say. In his first reload earlier, he did actually press the button to tell us that he was reloading and how much time he had left. And I always, when I'm playing autoloaders, try and do that. Pushing up, not fully, shot into his gun, damaged his gun, no actual physical damage. Pushing up again, he's now turning on us. We get his lower plate, 1 shot into us, but he hits us as well. Again, second shot into him. Wasn't so good. Third shot, not great either. So again, not a good trade there. And shows that, you know, if you angle the Merkava, you can do something, but in a straight out engagement, it's no good. So we're now reloading. There's a side of a turret of another Merkava there. We fire, 285 damage, and that is kill number 2. And our team now has a lead, but we're down to 791 hit points. Fire a second shot into that Merkava there, and then we're rating third shot. That bounces as well. So again, 2 shots into the side of that Merkava, 2 times it didn't actually penetrate. And we are a little bit on our own. Our other Merkava's pulled down south, so maybe we should have gone down as well. But I wanted to push this guy. We're low on health, waiting for the gun to reload. We fire, we take another shot from him. We're on fire, and with no auto fire extinguisher, we get killed. Well played to you, sir. Nice shot. So let's take a look at the post-game stats. Now, first and foremost, it wasn't a great game for me. We got set on fire at the end, and it was the fire that killed us. But in this game, I did 2,524 damage. I got 2 kills, 3 spots, and earned 3,455 base reputation. Now, on the 0.18 live server, I love the Merkava 2D. On the 0.19 server, not so much. I really hope that Mail.ru's development team do take another look at this as they continue to refine and balance the game. So as promised, here we are with the proving ground footage of me firing the anti-tank guided missiles. Enjoy. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like. It really does help out the channel. And if you've not done so already, don't forget to subscribe. Also, take a look at the links below and give me a follow on Twitch and Beam, and you can also check out my Patreon page. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video.